Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brian. I'm the owner-operator here at Durgan's Lawn Landscape. Today I'd like to talk to you about servicing your trimmer. Today we'll be servicing a Echo PAS 265. Some of the things that we like to check during the springtime and throughout the season, and on the grass and whatnot that we're trimming. We like to check all up into the trimmer head. We like to remove this. See, you just line up this little hole here and take like a long punch, and you just spin it right off, just like this here. Yeah, that comes right off. What you'll want to do is take and clear out all the grass that's all up in around us here, and because you get into the longer stuff, it'll take and wrap itself right up in there, and then cause your trimmer head not only to bind but run a lot hotter than it should, and will lead to and maybe you've had that happen to yourself before as well, but the trimmer line will actually start sticking together. To put it back together, you just simply line up that hole and just spin it back on there. After it's all clean, we also take Yep. Make sure I get that good and tight. Need that coming on. But we also like to take the bump cap off as well, to ensure that's all cleared out and free of debris as well. One of the other things is if you take and remove, get it so you can see it. But this bolt right here, this little plug, and take and pop that out of there, and then we can check the grease level inside of the head. We like to check these to ensure that it's at a good level. When you are doing it, just know that not to overfill the head. We use a white lithium grease. This one's by Echo, but it's a high performance white lithium grease. It's used in the gear cases and cables. You just want to verify, as long as it's up at the bottom of the threads with it, when the unit's more level, you can, that should be fine. You want to make sure that there's an air gap there, so that it doesn't, because you get too much grease in there and it will run hot as well. So I just want to throw that out there, and just pop that back in there, and just make sure it's nice and snug. You don't have to be over tight, but that will help alleviate any heating problems that you might occur throughout the day or season, depending on how much you use them. Usually used a lot, and we check them once a week just to ensure that everything's there. We pop the heads off, clear them all out, excuse me, and also we can put into the center unit a few drops of that same grease. Moving down to the power head. This one's fuel's empty. We like to take and check the fuel filters. Sure that everything's okay down in here. No debris, no pinch offs. But pop that right off. Better access. Just try not to damage your fuel line while you're doing these things. This one probably could use a different one, but you want to just ensure that there's all free and clear of any debris. pop it back down in there. And just take a look out. Like I said, this one's already been done and serviced, but we're gonna go through it with this unit. We're taking carb cleaner and whatnot, spray down the head carburetor, make sure it's all cleaned off, blow down the cylinder heads, etc. Check the air filters, and try to ensure everything's clean. And everything's clean, and as long as it's clean, it'll run more efficient and cooler in that regard, saving you less hassle, breakdowns, etc. Check spark plug. We generally will throw in a new one every year, but just as you notice, you don't need it super tight. Like I said, this one's been done and it's been gapped at 0.026, but even though they come ready to roll, we always double check the gaps with a feeler gauge to ensure that it is the proper gap, so we get the best fire, most efficient with it. But that's, put that back in there. It's good and snug. Pop that bad boy back in there. Fill her up with some nice clean fuel. We run ours at a 50-to-1 ratio. And the plugs that we popped out of here were just nice and white, but we opted to save as a spare, but we did throw in the new ones. Again, this is a PAS Echo 265 combination unit. We use it quite often, spring cleanups and whatnot with the power broom and whatnot, and it's been a real good unit for us. But again, you know, just do a visual, make sure your breather here is all good, tube, yeah, your fuel lines and whatnot are all, your primer bulb, there's no cracks, etc. You know, just do a good check it over, pop the guards off. We pop these right off here. It's just a couple, one little bolt here, and it just snaps in. So, but like I said, we like to take them all apart, blow them all down, clean them all up so that they run a lot cooler in the air and whatnot. And we, you know, anything we can do to expand the longevity of our equipment, and that's a good thing. But yep, again, I'm Brian Durgan, Durgan's Lawn and Landscape, and appreciate you taking the time to check us out, and look forward to seeing you around YouTube. Thanks. Have a good one.